So, Haywards, Heath and District Business Association, we're delighted to be the host town this year, so that's great. And I thought it would be useful for you to perhaps reflect with me where we're going. So, on to the next slide. So, really, I suppose we're now heading quite scarily into this last quarter of 2013. Only seems a blink away. And some of the stuff that we're seeing, some signs of recovery. I won't use the hackneyed phrases of green shoots or whatever, but I think there's a glimmer of something going on. There's certainly a lot more nano businesses. I coined that phrase quite a while ago when I was saying anything under 5 is a nano business. It still amuses the hell out of me when our government keeps on talking about small businesses and they mean 250. You know, and the growth of our economy is going to depend on these nano businesses and the entrepreneurial spirit that has perhaps been forced on some that thrives in others. So that nano business culture is interesting. And in Haywards Heath, what we're seeing are more high-tech nano businesses coming in, social media, search engine optimization, web development, design. And I'm wondering whether the bright young things on the south coast have grown up and want to come in for a quieter life and suddenly have discovered the joys of central Sussex or mid-Sussex. There's an increasing demand for skills. Lots of people on the job market, but have they got the right skills? And I think that will continue to plague us. People being a lot more discriminating and wanting added value for the spend. And I think from my own business's point of view, what that's doing is it's getting us to have to hold our prices and also deliver more. So how we do that is an never-ending challenge. The other thing that I think has been lost is in this time of change, all the concepts of lean business techniques seem to have gone astray. I'm dealing with big blue chip companies who seem to delight in getting it wrong first time rather than right first time. And the cost of that, not only from customer satisfaction, but actually sending people out to the same address twice for when it's already been done, scares me. So I think, you know, we do need to look a lot more closely into those lean techniques. And the other cause for concern from my part is increasing, or the high levels of youth unemployment continue. And in mid-Sussex, I think we've got a particular phenomenon where mum and dad don't want son or daughter on the dole queue, and they're protecting them and supporting them. And I think that we've really got to focus on this. They're never going to go and queue up in the job centre. And we have to find a way of reaching out to those young people. So that's think about it. Looking forward, I mean, we're getting all agog. The buzz, the Waitrose coming to us is fabulous. Let's hope that train station development is going to be great. The good news is that we're going to have the platform link with the extra car parking, and people will be able to load onto the station platform, so that's fabulous. The other thing, highly topical, highly controversial, and we have put out a short questionnaire with the pluses and the minuses on the back. And if you haven't filled it in, please do, because we'd love to get a sort of snapshot of people who've attended today, and I promise to sort of send that round, whatever results we get. You know, the views about the second runway. Anybody in business that I talk to tends to be saying it's a no-brainer, what the hell's this about? And I talked to a managing director of a large company on the Crawley Industrial Estate today, and he said, well, we want a second runway for a whole host of reasons, but how on earth are we ever going to influence, because we're not voters here. They don't live in the Gatwick area, therefore they feel that they haven't got a voice. And that's quite scary, and I think that's why there are some movements afoot to sort of get the voice of the business heard. How do we engage with more businesses in Haywards Heath? We know that we've got a reasonable number of members working with Haywards, Heath and District Business Association, but how do we track them, more of them in? So that's going to be on our agenda. And we're also planning a conference for 2014, and again, we've got a questionnaire out there. The leader of our develop group is working with that team to look at a conference where we put up some speakers, and we've got a one-day event, probably hosted here. So those are our plans for 2014, some of them. So overall, we're going for growth, and we're trying to keep our message really simple, which is growth in our member, growth in the members doing business with each other, and I'm trying to actively promote that. I mean, there's no secret of why I'm wandering around with an Aquapax. Aquapax is one of our members, Neil Tomlinson, so I want to promote his products. It's a good product. And so we need to do that. And also helping our members grow their businesses. So going back to then what HHDBA is, we've got a chair, vice chair, treasurer, secretary, all the usual stuff. Try and involve other people in that, and then we have a substructure that I've put in place since I became chair. We can go over 4 working groups, each with a certain purpose. So that purpose then, the Connect group, Neil Tomlinson now leads that, and it's actually helping us grow our members. So their group is to largen up the group of members. We had 140 last year. We're aiming for something like 150 this year. We're not being overly ambitious. If we get there, we'll let you know, we'll celebrate. But it's a fabulous opportunity to meet with potential clients, do business, meet decision makers, and work with the community. And the next group is Communicate. Pete Cogle here is actively recording this session now, and I'm now thinking, oh my God, what have I done with my hands? Keep them still, move them around. But Pete is great. He masterminds our website for us, and we've got a very buzzy, dynamic website as a result of that. But also, every Tuesday, second Tuesday in the month, we have a networking meeting at Idlewild, and that is increasingly popular. We've got newsletters, and we like to have fun. Now, I know some of you will have heard of the Brighton Curry Club and the Gatwick Curry Club. Well, one of the members of the Communicate group happens to be Kareem Mohammed from Wynne Baxter Mayor, and I said, look, Kareem, these curry clubs sound too intense for me. So why don't we have fun? And so tonight it's Bollywood, and we're going to a local restaurant in Turners Hill. Kareem's got 2 Bollywood instructors, and we're going to network and learn how to dance. That should be interesting. So we try and have some fun. We also have welcome meetings where new members and existing members, I nearly said, oh, that could be dodgy, existing members can actually promote their services. So on the 25th of September, Savannah is holding a welcome party, so they will host it and show their newly refurbed restaurant. And the Develop One group has a little bit more of a serious overtone for it, where we're actually helping people learn from experts, doing skills workshops, and our action learning sessions, which are incredibly popular because people bring their business problems to that session, and then the group that attends on that day tends to then help and resolve that problem, or help the person to see a resolution of that problem. And it's again informal networking. So we've got up and coming events, and the next lot are so Bollywood, members meeting at Savannah in October, monthly networking meeting, and then a skills workshop, which is practical tax for small businesses, hosted by on-the-spot accountants. So again, we give the opportunity for our members to showcase their skills, whilst at the same time helping the organisation. And then in the rundown to Christmas, the professional services action learning, monthly networking, our AGM and question time at Haywards Heath Golf Club. And that's always proved to be quite an interesting thing. And I have the fun job of trying to chair a panel of people who can raise questions from the floor. So that's great stuff. And then we mustn't forget networking and a Christmas party, normally held in a local wine shop. I don't know whether it's there again this year, I'm not sure, but that's normally good, a wine tasting and that's it. So, on the grow side, the last group, we've got a new initiative that we're currently planning, which is harnessing our grey power. I've been talking to local organisations like Rotary and Lions, and they're finding that they've got an increasingly elderly population of members and an increasingly dwindling population of members. The demographics of our memberships are that we've got much younger members. So what we're also thinking about is to harness the skills of the people that they've got with the skills of the people that we have, and then see what we can do for the community. And I can't say more at the moment, but we're busy developing up a business plan for that. So that's that. Whereas our other successes, it's interesting, one of Kaboo, who've just been awarded an award for business, actually attended one of René's first business planning sessions, and this is where you come with the germs of an idea on the existing business, and he takes you through a process to get a completed and well thought out, well reasoned business plan. So that is going to continue into next year, and our internship scheme carries on. Here's number 1 and 2. You've seen number 2 today, carrying on. Numbers 3 and 4, there they were, sandwiched in between number 1, and then 5 and 6 in there, and you've seen number 6. So 5 and 6 have been unusual. The others got jobs. 5 decided that she wanted to be a florist, and so we actually managed to get her to talk to one of our florists members who couldn't offer her work experience, but then another member offered her the experience. And both of them counselled her to go back to college and get a qualification. And this September, that's what she's doing, which is fabulous. So she's going to Plumpton. And Joe is starting up his own business. So we feel that one way or the other, we've got a nice, vibrant business association with a variety of different things. And our feedback is that. And now over to our experts.